The world almost went through an apocalypse because Rick Flag Sr. wanted to keep his bond. Spoilers if you aren't up to date with Peacemaker, but we have to talk about how irrational Rick Flag Sr. has been. The most recent episode, Rick Flag Sr. is talking to Emilia Harcourt about Peacemaker. And during that conversation, Emilia reminds him that Peacemaker really didn't have a choice when it came to killing your son, and that we should blame Amanda Waller. And his justification for being angry at Peacemaker himself was that he didn't have the balls to stand up to Amanda Waller the way he did and Emilia did. And that pissed me off for a number of reasons, but the first one being, he didn't stick up for Amanda Waller because he thought it was right. Like, we were there. Flag Sr. had no issue working with Amanda Waller, even though he knew that she is the one who stationed his son on a suicide mission until his buns were in danger. There is a huge difference between the act of defiance that Rick Flag Sr. enacted and Harcourt's. Harcourt went against Amanda Waller with her colleagues, knowing the repercussions of their actions. They knew that Amanda Waller was doing something that was not right, and that after this, they may never work again. They may be killed. And none of that truly mattered to them because at the end of the day, Amanda Waller was wilding. What Harcourt did took true courage. Rick Flag Sr. was not only in a position of power at this time, but he also went against Amanda Waller with the backing of Frankenstein and that fake Eastern European country that the princess was from. It did not take much courage to go against Amanda Waller, and truthfully, I don't think there was real integrity in the way that he went against her, because until he saw Clayface, all of the evidence pointed that Cersei was telling the truth. But fuck the truth when your buns are on the line, you know what I'm saying? Beyond the power and the status that Rick Flag had when he made the decision to go against Waller, whose job he took when he was done, I need to reiterate that Peacemaker had a bomb in his head when he did this. Peacemaker's option was to listen to his commanding officer, something that he's been indoctrinated to follow his entire life, or die in the name of being defiant, something that he's not ready to do. And I think the gag here is that Rick Flag Sr. knows that Peacemaker is not to blame. That's why he doesn't bring up the bomb, and that's why he tries to warp his defiance into something valiant. Just like Waller is taking out her frustration on Harcourt instead of Adebayo, he is taking out his frustration on Peacemaker because that is the only person he can truly blame without repercussions, which truly makes him a coward in my mind, even if I think his beef is a little bit justified. But tell me, what are your thoughts on Rick Flag Sr.? I love him as an antagonist, but man, do I hate him as a character. Let me know in my comments below.